we go. Just had a quick stop by your friends. As much as I really like going and waving at random strangers and whatnot, it's really nice when you can have the ability to just stop by a friend who, just like the rest of us, are all somewhat isolated. Say hi. So that's what I did. I wasn't going to record the whole thing. It's a little bit of a privacy thing. Little kid probably turns to mom and goes, "There's some weirdo on a motorcycle that just waved at me." It's a beautiful day. I mean, other than being a little bit cold, a little bit on the chillaxy side, you know, being a little bit cold. It's it's a beautiful day. Nice, beautiful blue skies. Barely any clouds in the distance at all. I mean, you can see them on the horizon, but aside from that. Yeah, I'm a weirdo. I know, I should probably go out and do a walk or a run or something like that. Better for my health. I'll lose some of the weight that I gained over the winter and on this isolation. Oh my god, I'm wrong. There is 3 lights. Actually, I guess technically 4 lights. Oh my god, they just stacked them up here at the end. But going out and having a ride like this is kind of like nourishment for the soul. It is. I mean, there's... You can't not help but not feel energized after going out for a ride. I'll be honest, this is an amazing motorcycle. I'm not going to say that I don't find some of the a little bit less excitement when it comes to zooming. I mean, I think there was just something about riding a sport bike, you know, more of a street bike, like a lower riding position. It was fun. And I guess I miss a little of that. I mean, it's really enjoyable. Like, this bike is so comfortable. How did it go? Question mark. Question mark. Oops. I forgot my left my signal on, which is kind of annoying because a couple of weeks ago I asked a local shop if they could install my smart turn signal. I think that guy was wearing like a tiger suit, like a kind of Tony the Tiger type thing. That was nice. And I don't know if you can see that on the camera. I have to figure out how all this stuff works. What can be seen, what cannot be seen, what's recorded and what's not recorded. I mean, it's only 1080p on this camera, and I have a 64 gig memory stick in it, so it should be good for a while, right? But that guy gave me a good salute. Of course, has no idea that I'm a veteran. Perhaps she's a veteran too. This person's a little bit on my ass. I went too much for 64 for a 50-kilometer-an-hour zone. Yeah, and I'm doing like 60. Oh, the things you see out there. The things you see people doing. So. It's actually nice to see that so many people out for exercise and walks. Yeah, I'll make supper when I get home. I mean, it is Monday. Our food delivery is tomorrow. See, there's signs there that say you can't do things. You're allowed to walk through. You're not allowed to actually, like, stop and play. I don't know if people have been following the news, but I mean, there's the local bylaw officers are, not that they're being overly hard, but when they do call somebody out or step on them for doing what they're not supposed to do, like going and playing basketball, shooting some hoops on a city park. You know, they're giving $700 fines to 17-year-olds for shooting some hoops alone. I mean, it's not like, it wasn't even like the kid was doing it with anybody else. The kid was alone. I probably could have handled that a little bit better. Like I said, I'm no expert. I mean, I've literally only ridden, I don't know, 3,500 kilometers. So kind of new to all this stuff. I'm sure when it's a little warmer out, I'll feel a lot more comfortable. I mean, right now it's such a burden struggle to get geared up. You know, I've got like a kind of a fleece exercise jacket on over top of my long sleeve shirt, and then I have like a neck warmer face mask type thing. I mean, it can literally go all over my head, but I find that that's too tight, too constricting on my head when I wear that, the whole thing like that. And then I have my, I mean, that's around my neck. Problem is like I have three or four things around my neck, all of them, you know, in some way, shape, or form, you know, provide protection in my neck, but I can't do them all up at the same time. You know, which means that, you know, turning, looking down, I mean, I can barely look down because I have so many things in my neck. So, and the pants, I mean, I'm wearing full-length pants. I mean, they're kind of legging type pants. But on top of that, I'm also wearing these riding pants, which have two layers. Oh, and it's funny because the under layer, which is actually like a wind resistant thing that I can take and put on the outside as a rain, is actually like really loose. I guess it should be if it can go on the outside as well. But then on the under layer, you know, it's the right size for me. But every time I put the thing on, it pops. The pants are so bulky. I mean, believe me, I could probably ride at 10 below zero because I'd have enough, you know, space to put all the clothes on underneath. Unfortunately, the more clothes you have, the more constricted you are. But I could be warm. I have the space to be warm. It don't look sexy. And to be honest, the last thing I want is for people to go around mistaking me for a man. Crossing over into my lane, even if it's just by accident. Thanks, Henrik, for giving me some space. Open up the throttle a bit. Well, I'm not saying I don't make mistakes, but for like $30, that gear indicator was probably one of the best things I have ever invested in. Going out and riding, I don't know how many times I ended up getting somewhere and said, or riding along and going, what gear am I in? Thinking I can shift up into sixth gear and realizing I'm already in sixth gear. I mean, not that anybody really notices it. I mean, when you get to that point, you clutch in and you try to pop it up. And I mean, for anybody on the outside, it just sounds like you actually change gears, but your RPMs don't change. It's a bit of a pause. And that's the only thing and it ends up happening. But it's a lot easier to know that I'm where I am on my shifting cycle. Turn down in over there by the police station and do a slow loop down the road so I can do a U-turn. Oh, I'm definitely not confident enough to do a U-turn right there. It's too tight. Especially since it's in the middle of the intersection. Keep an eye on the goings on over here. See, come down here and do a low speed. Loop. A lot more safe than trying to do a tidy turn in the middle of an intersection. There it goes to Tesla. I don't see a lot of Teslas around here. It's kind of funny because when I think about what I see out there, I don't really remember seeing too many Tesla charging stations. So where do people supercharge their Teslas around here? Or do they just slow charge them at home? Well, that was a pleasant little ride. Only did about 30 kilometers. Test out my gear. I mean, this is a beautiful helmet. Beautiful helmet. God, I love it. Hi.